welcome back to the Speedbusters. Today I'm driving a pretty important car for the calm-minded people like us. This is the 2017 RenaultSport Clio RS. Of course, two magic letters have been kept, but what's under the car is drastically different from previous generations. First of all, the car is bigger. You can only have this with 5 doors. It's a 1.6 cylinder turbocharged. For the first time, the Clio RS turned turbocharged, and not only that, because a cyclist, this is the first time the Clio RS gets a pedal shift gearbox. This is a 6-speed with double clutch, and you also get a limited slip diff, so you've got a good package of stuff. Now I'm driving in race mode, so I've got a sharper response from the gearbox, steering and throttle pedal, and I have traction control automatically turned off, which is a good thing because we are driving a front-wheel drive car, which of course knows what understeer is, but you have to output all of its power, which is still 200 horses, and it's been delivered like a sort of a naturally aspirated one, even if it's a turbocharged one. So, is it any better than the previous generation? Well, it's a completely different car. You feel the weight, you have to play unbalancing the car. The gearbox is fast. The car sticks on the road like there's no tomorrow, and you can reach impressive speeds on B roads like this. I mean, this is a very fast car, grippy as hell, very easy to drive in the city when you engage normal mode, but at the same time its dual nature can be delivered like the previous one. The main difference between the previous gen and this one is how you feel it. So the previous generation was much more brutal. Here the interior is not so good. Yes, you've got infotainment like satellite navigation, you've got USB interface, and pretty much all the package you would expect from a 2017 car. But the feel at the wheel, the feel driving on roads like this, it is fine if you try this for the first time. But if you have experienced the previous model, well, it's another argument. Totally different cars. This is a hot hatch up to the requests of current customers, while the previous one was much more old school, drivers focused performance hot hatch. I'm liking this. It has excellent brakes. The grip is phenomenal. Let me tell you that this car entered through corners like, I don't know, it seems driving a big go-kart, right? It lacks a bit of torque, especially at low revs, and as I said, it almost seems to drive a naturally aspirated car. And then excellent brakes. Now I am at a traffic light. So yeah, I think this car is good. It's not as good as the previous one simply because it's a different kind of hot hatch. and that's the main focus. If you accept and understand that, then you start looking at this car in a completely different manner. I said 1.6, 200 horses, pretty light after all, and you have 5 seats, decent luggage compartment, and you can play because this gearbox makes everything easier than having a standard clutch with the third pedal. So if you want to know more about this car, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content, subscribe to the Autoclass magazine newsletter, and make sure not to miss the magazine, which will feature the in-depth review of this car with amazing photographies, because this road is it's outrageous. See you next time. Ciao.